Hi, hello, okay, YouTube. This is episode 2 of The Good, The Bad, and Ciaran. Going on behind me is Speed, which is my good film today. I'll get onto that in a second. Just want to explain a few things. Since my first video, just about 3 weeks ago, I think, I was in a nice big screened room with a big TV and stuff. Now I'm in another room of the house with, as you can see, a little bit of a smaller TV. I can pick this one up. Actually, it's so small. And yeah, I'm in my bedroom, so I've been downgraded a little bit. And I don't have the iPad anymore to show you pictures. But to be honest, they weren't very good quality anyway, so it's all good. So yeah, today I'm going to be talking about 2 films, good, bad one. These films have in common, they're kind of hostage situations with like a difference, these ones. I love those kind of films, the kind of cop and robber, hostages, that kind of thing. It kind of makes you think, oh, what's going to happen here, and it all confuses you. Very good stuff. So my good film today is Speed, which, I don't know if you see there, is the middle one. The other 2 are pretty different films, but it's a good gift box set there. But Speed, featuring Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock, is about a train, not a train, a bus. God, I have watched the film, honestly. But a bus that, as soon as it gets over 50 kilometers an hour, that's what they say in America, if a bomb underneath it activates, and if it goes underneath that, blows up. And the bad guy, who is Dennis Hopper, is doing this to get revenge on Keanu Reeves. This is the beginning of it here. I don't know if you can see it, but they're trying to catch Dennis Hopper the first time, because in his first attempt at a hostage situation to get money, that's his total gain here, just money. He is got people in an elevator and has blown the rope so they're falling, and he's threatened to blow the brakes if they don't give him so much money in an hour. So Keanu Reeves, I'm going to ruin it for you here, manages to stop them, and then a year later, Dennis Hopper comes back with a bus bomb and stuff, and as I explained. But yeah, Sandra Bullock is just a simple person on the bus, and Keanu Reeves finds out about this and runs after them and gets on the bus. And Dennis Hopper makes sure no one gets off the bus, and if they do, it blows up. And all this stuff happens. I'm not going to go too much into it because the film takes different twists along the way, and it's a great film. Watch it. But yeah, that's my good hostage situation movie, and the bad guy in it as well. God, he's very, very good. Also, Keanu Reeves has a colleague in this, who is in the film. He's also very good as well. I don't want to go too much into it, you know. But Speed, fabulous film. Honestly, I've only just watched it a couple of months ago. Wish I'd watched it earlier. Very good film. Definitely watch it. Okay. Now, my bad movie. Good grief. Okay. This movie is Phone Booth. Here it is. There with Colin Farrell and Kiefer Summerfield. But just so I can say, just before I start slagging it off, Kiefer Summerfield is very good in this. I can't say that for Colin Farrell. But on the back, it is described as it's the ultimate. Wait, what's it? Yep, it's the ultimate mind fuck. It isn't. Okay? It's awful. Honestly, I'll tell you the plot and you'll think, oh, this sounds like a good movie. Okay? It sounds like a good movie, but it's not. Okay? Guy, he's really successful and he's a bit of a player, tricks people, does all this stuff. Not the nicest guy in the world. And he's also cheating on his wife as well with another girl who doesn't know he has a wife and all this. But then on the last day this phone booth is going to be there before it's taken down, Colin Farrell rings his affair from it. I don't know why I'm showing you the phone here. I don't. Rings his affair from it, So he gets off the phone with her, then Keith Summerfield rings him, saying that he cannot leave the booth under any circumstances unless he will shoot him with a sniper, which he has in one of the buildings around him. So yeah, that sounds great, doesn't it? You're thinking, oh, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah. Okay, so you think, oh, it's going to have a massive... Well, this is what I thought. I thought, okay, it started off quite good, it's going to get better, oh, and then it have a massive climactic ending. It doesn't. It's awful. Okay, and I don't even mind. I might ruin this for you, because I don't want you watching it. Honestly, I thought it was rubbish film. But the thing was, up until halfway in, I thought it was great. This hostage film. I love these kind of films, as I said. But it just died. I don't know what it was. But I'm not knocking Colin Farrell. I like him as an actor. Kiefer Sutherland, amazing. It just didn't. I don't know what it was. Well, I do know what it was. It just didn't work, and the ending is rubbish. And you can watch it and find out. But to be honest, it's not going to change your life if you don't. Okay, so that's my good and bad films, to be honest. It's not a little bit brief, I thought, but yeah, there you go. There they are there. Speed's still going on behind me. I don't think you see that or not. It's the quality or whatever. I don't care. Now I'm going to talk about the cinema, which I didn't do last week because I hadn't been to see anything yet. But in those 3 weeks that I haven't done a video, I've been to see a lot. Here, I stick the tickets to the wall. I'm a collector. That's my thing. But since then, I've seen 6 movies since I spoke to you last. Did a video, whatever. These 6 films are Side Effects, Welcome to the Punch, Stolen, Identity Thief, G.I. Joe, Retaliation, and Trance. It's a lot there for me to talk about. I'm not going to talk about all of them. I'm going to talk to you about like the worst one and the best one out of them. The worst one is probably Stolen. I don't know if you know about it, but it's Nicolas Cage's new film. So that might tell you it's going to be bad straight away, because he hasn't made a good film in quite a while. Don't get me wrong, he has made good films. I love National Treasure. What films? Con Air, Face Off. These films, love them. Just not his new ones. This is awful, to be honest. So he was working with this guy. They got £10 million out of a vault. They run off with it. Then they have a bit of a scuffle over it. Nicolas Cage gets caught. He burns the money. Everyone thinks he's hidden the money 4 years after when he gets out. Then the bad guy who Nicolas Cage had the scuffle with steals his daughter, puts him in a cab, says he wants £10 million, or he kills his daughter. And he's a mad. This bad guy is, he's crazy. He has one leg and he's a really creepy guy. But it was alright. It just wasn't. I kind of got a little bit bored, but it's okay. It's an alright film. It's not the greatest film I saw recently. Probably one. Well, I've got to say 2 of the best films, because there's 2 films that really stood out for me that I've seen recently. That's G.I. Joe, Retaliation, which is the new one. Yep. If you've seen the first one and you're thinking, oh, the first one was rubbish, the second one's going to be rubbish, I'm not going to go see it, don't say that. Don't listen to yourself. Okay? The second one is 1,000,000,000 times better than the first one. Okay? 1,000,000,000 times better. The second one doesn't have that stupid black guy from Scary Movie. Okay? Which is a good thing. And Channing Tatum's only in this one for 30 minutes because he dies. Yeah. Ruined it. Ha! But to be honest, it's not massive ruin. But yeah, The Rock is in this one, and The Rock, I've got to say, takes command. He's an awesome guy here. Oh, also, I best explain the plot just in case you don't know. At the end of the first one, Rise of the Cobra, Zata, what's his name? Sorry, I can't remember. Something. I can't remember his name. Disguises himself as the President of the United States and takes over the White House. And so at the beginning of the second one, he blows up all the Joes and the Cobra take over. And he has this machine that can blow up everything just by dropping this bomb and all this. And the Joes have to save the world, but there's only 3 of them left after they blow up all the Joes. Believe it or not, the Rock survives, the gorgeous girl and just some random chap survive. But yeah, and they have to find Bruce Willis. Also, Snake Eyes survives, and he's also said that he's a bad guy and he's been framed for something. And also a hot well, not Chinese, a hot ninja girl also survives with Snake Eyes. So yeah, they survive. They they join the Rock, and they all find Bruce Willis because they need the help of Bruce Willis. He is G.I. Joe. That's why they are called the Joes. So just first, just want to bypass for a second. Bruce Willis's house in this, okay, Joe's house in G.I. Joe Retaliation, it's awesome. It's guns everywhere. It's awesome. But anyway, back to the story. G.I. Joe's only in it for about 25 minutes, which is, I just didn't like that. He barely went into war with them. He only shot up the White House a little bit. It just wasn't. It was just disappointing that it wasn't in it for longer. Also, the Cobra Commander comes back from his cryo sleep or whatever they put him in, and also Snake Eyes' brother comes together with the Joes, or the remaining of the Joes, and they whoop ass and etc. Very good film. Yeah, I'm not going to say much more, but awesome film. I recommend you go see it, especially in 3D. It's one of those films that I saw it in 2D, but I kind of wish I'd seen it in 3D. Next film that I thought was amazing is joint best film this month with G.I. Joe. It's Trance. It's I don't think many people have heard about it, but I definitely have, because I looked into this film a lot. Because just kind of the whole concept of it, hypnotism, chucking that in there, is just amazing. I love that kind of thought of it. It's just, it's great. But Trance, James McAvoy, Vincent Castle. Vincent Castle's the bad guy, but then he kind of, just this film changes your whole perception of each character. There's 3 main characters: the hypnotist woman, James McAvoy's character who's an auctioneer who's a gambler as well, and Vincent Castle. It kind of goes in the way that the hypnotist is kind of a good person through all this. Vincent Castle's the bad guy and James McAvoy's the victim. But then it changes to James McAvoy's the bad guy, Vincent Castle's the victim, and she just remains the same. But then at the end, you see the truth through this, and you see that the hypnotist isn't as sweet and nice as she seems, and she is the bad person. Vincent Castle is a victim, and James McAvoy is a bad person but also a victim. This film's amazing. So what it is that an art gallery has got a painting, and James McAvoy is working together with Vincent Castle and some thugs to steal this painting. But what he does is he hides the painting, and I can't really explain much more because I don't want to, because I want you guys to find out. This film blew my mind. This film just, wow. And you need to go to the toilet beforehand. You can't miss a second of this film unless you will completely miss the story. It's fabulous. Honestly, wow. Amazing film. Other films I saw this week, Welcome to the Punch, which also had James McAvoy in it. It was a good kind of film. If you like the Sweeney, definitely recommend that. It was kind of like that. And also Mark Strong, who was the bad guy in it. Very good. Very good film. Side Effects. Wow. That was an amazing film. It was a bit like Trance in this way that it kind of... You just didn't know what was going to happen next. And I love those films that keep you on the edge of your seat and you've got no idea what's going to happen. And then when it happens, you sit back in your seat and you're thinking, wait, what? And it's... Side Effects does that. And Jude Law is now, because of that, I've looked into a lot of his movies and I've realised how much of an amazing actor he is. is, oh wow. But yeah, so those are the films basically I've seen this month. I'm not going to mention I didn't do Beef, it didn't deserve it. Coming out in over here in the UK in the next couple of weeks or so, on Wednesday, which this I cannot wait for. I've been waiting for a couple of months for this. Looked loads into it. Watched the trailer about 50 times. Is Oblivion with Tom Cruise. You may think because he's Tom Cruise you don't want to go see it because you don't like him very much, but I think it's partly the story that's interests me as well as the actors in it. Morgan Freeman's in there as well. Just to chuck it in there. I don't really get the concept of the film, which is what's bewildered me and made me think how awesome this is. It's just, just by the trailer. You need to watch the trailer. Really, I can't explain it, but it's based in the future. Tom Cruise is a engineer on the drones which are used to protect the planet now, because they've lost the planet and they're all in space. So they use these drones to fight off and kill the rest of the alien race and stuff like that. But yeah, I think my first trip to IMAX, I haven't seen a film in IMAX yet, will be to go see Oblivion. Or, of course, The Amazing Iron Man 3, which I cannot wait for. It's, wow, Iron Man was the first to bring in Phase 1, he's now the first to bring in Phase 2, and it's just going to be great. And I've also seen some leaked footage for the whole of Phase 2. So Thor 2, yeah, the Dark World, also Captain America 2, of course, and Ant-Man, which it looks great. I'll post it onto my YouTube page for you guys who are into Marvel and want to see that kind of stuff. As you can see, I like Marvel. Superheroes, I love. This is a bit childish, but yeah, I don't give a damn what people think. It's awesome. And I love these kind of films. Superheroes, yeah. So that is episode 2 of The Good, the Bad and the Ciaran. If you guys think that there's another, well, tell me your favourite hostage film and whether it should be a good one, or even tell me your bad hostage films. Just go for it, because these are 2 of my favourites right here. Yeah, cheers.